English News Edition, coming to you from Canal, Algérie, to the headlines. The President of the Republic, Supreme Chief of the Armed Forces, Minister of National Defense, Abdelmajid Tebboune, conducts a government amendment. Upon winning the Arab Cup, the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, congratulated the young desert warriors in a tweet saying, "Cubs but lions on the field. Thank you, Arab heroes, for what you presented. Congratulations to Algeria on winning the Under-17 Arab Cup." Our brave Under-17 Algerian national team won the Arab Cup 2022, defeating Morocco 4-2 in the penalty shootout, following a 1-1 score after the official play-in time. To prepare for the new school year, training sessions are organized for the benefit of English teachers to achieve efficiency in education. We will also address the new English book and its valuable pedagogical content. Buckingham Palace announces the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, aged 96, following a 70-year reign. Moroccans seem determined to obtain their rights no matter the cost. The profession is of the national education sector continue to denounce the unbearable social and professional situation on the eve of a new school year. Good evening. Those were today's headlines. First in our news, the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, proceeded Thursday to a government amendment as announced by the official spokesperson of the Presidency of the Republic, Samir Agoun, under the Constitution, in particular Articles 91, Paragraph 7 and 104, and in accordance with Presidential Decree 275-21 of June 30th, appointing Ayman bin Abdurrahman as Prime Minister, and the Presidential Decree of January 2nd, 2020, appointing Yahya Bukhari Secretary General of the Government. The President of the Republic, Supreme Chief of the Armed Forces, Minister of National Defense, Abdelmajid Tebboune, appointed the following, ladies and gentlemen: Ramtan Al-Amamra, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and the National Community Abroad; Ibrahim Mirad, Minister of the Interior, Local Authorities and Regional Planning; Abdelrashid Tabbi, Minister of Justice, Keeper of the Seals; Ibrahim Jamal Kisali, Minister of Finance; Muhammad Arqab, Minister of Energy and Mines; Al-Aider Biga, Minister of War Veterans and Right Holders; Yusuf Bilmahdi, Minister of Religious Affairs and Waqfs; Abdel Hakim Bilabed, Minister of National Education; Kamal Bidari, Minister of Higher Education and Scientific Research; Yassine Merabi, Minister of Vocational Education and Training; Soria Muluji, Minister of Culture and Arts; Abdelrazak Sibgag, Minister of Youth and Sports; Hussein Sharhabil, Minister of Digitization and Statistics; Karim Bibi Trigi, Minister of Post and Telecommunications; Kauthar Kriko, Minister of National Solidarity, Family and the Status of Women; Ahmed Zaghdar, Minister of Industry; Muhammad Abdel Hafid Hanni, Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development; Muhammad Tariq Bilaribi, Minister of Housing, Urban Development and the City; Kamal Razig, Minister of Trade and Export Promotion; Muhammad Bouslimani, Minister of Communication; Lakhdar Rakhrouk, Minister of Public Works, Hydraulics and Basic Infrastructure; Kamal Biljoud, Minister of Transport; Yassine Hamadi, Minister of Tourism and Handicrafts; Abdel Haq Sayhi, Minister of Health, while the previous Minister, Abdurrahman bin Bouzid, was called to other functions; Yusuf Shorfa, Minister of Labor, Employment and Social Security; Basma Azwar, Minister of Relations with the Parliament; Samia Mwalfi, Minister of Environment and Renewable Energies; Hisham Sofyan Salawachi, Minister of Fisheries and Fisheries Production; Ali Aoun, Minister of Pharmaceutical Industry; Yassine Al-Mahdi Walid, Minister of Knowledge, Economy, Startups and Micro Enterprises; Munji Abdullah was also appointed Secretary General of the Presidency of the Republic. He held the post of Minister of Transport. Upon winning the Arab Cup, the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, congratulated the young desert warriors in a tweet, saying, "Cubs but lions on the field. Thank you, Arab heroes, for what you presented. Congratulations to Algeria on the winning of the Arab Under-17 Arab Cup." They did it. Algeria is the Arab champion for the Under-17 Arab Cup. Thanks to our brave young boys who were brilliant, the 4th edition Arab Cup is officially staying home. Thank you and congratulations.
هنا بملعب عبد الكريم كروم قيادة رزقي رمان.
Under-17 Algerian national team won the Arab Cup 2022, defeating Morocco 4-2 in the penalty shootout, following a 1-1 score after the official play-in time. Congratulations to our Desert Warriors.
المحاولة يتقدم مليك ويسجل. نحن الأبطال، نحن أبطال العرب، نحن أبناء الجزائر، نحن أبطال العرب. الجزائر بطلة العرب في كأس العرب للمنتخبات.
In the parliamentary activity, the President of the National People's Assembly, Brahim Boughali, presided Thursday morning a bureau meeting of the National People's Assembly. During this meeting, bills were submitted to the dedicated preliminary commissions. The meeting provided an opportunity to study oral and written questions to the government, requests for volunteer activities, and other points concerning the functioning of the National People's Assembly were discussed. Within the framework of the preparations of the new academic year, the Minister of Education, Abdel Hakim Belabed, has supervised Thursday here in Algiers the National Special Conference in the presence of executives of the ministry and directors of provinces. In his statement, the minister has recalled that the meeting aims to examine the preparations in each province ahead of the new academic year, and that these preparations are to take in charge around 11 million students, to introduce English teaching in primary schools, and to return to the normal system. Still in preparations of this new academic year, the Directorate of Education of Tipaza Province, in coordination with the Directorate of the Vocational Training, have launched training in the profit of 109 teachers recruited to teach English. This is a compulsory training that will allow them to learn the basics of pedagogy and even school legislation. Report by Yamina Sidi, commentary by Rania Al-Bahri.
5,000 contractual teachers have been recruited to teach English subject to third-year primary pupils during the school year 2022-2023. In Tipaza province, more than 100 teachers are already familiar with the new program. They are currently following training and preparing themselves for their new duties. The objective of this training is to introduce to 109 teachers how to teach English subject in the classrooms. The supervisors will take in charge all of the 7 modules planned by the training management. Moreover, this training has been organized by the training department in collaboration with the General Inspectorate. The training session is supervised by national education inspectors as well as specialists in pedagogy and psychopedagogy. The future teachers will follow 10 days training courses within 4 workshops set up for this purpose.
C'est les programmes, la didactique et aussi l'évaluation. On vient de commencer, j'ai présenté le module.
The modules that I'm going to present are didactics and evaluation. I have noticed that all teachers are very motivated and they are waiting to join classrooms and present the programs. We will do the necessary to prepare them. Another important module is school legislation.
Un enseignant d'abord, il doit connaître ses obligations.
First of all, a teacher must know his obligations and duties. He must also know how to be in front of his student, so that the student can return to school with the desire to learn. In legislation module, we train the teacher how to make the English subject attractive and enjoyable. The main objective of this training is to allow teachers to support the student in a progressive learning of modern foreign languages in a motivating and effective way. This training will continue until September 19th.
And these new teachers surely need new textbooks to teach Shakespeare's language. These books are printed and ready to be sent to all the provinces of the country. What do they offer for pupils, and what do parents think? Answers in this report by Maya Kharfi, commentary by Najah Tayyar.
The content of the first book of the English language, validated by the National Education Ministry, allows the pupils of third year of primary schools to speak English thanks to a certain number of activities suggested.
أعلن السيد الرئيس مؤخرا عن إدراجها في التعليم الابتدائي امتداد من السنة الثالثة.
The decision of integrating this language from third year of primary school starting the school year of 2022-2023 was announced by the President of the Republic. The choice of the content of this book has not been made randomly, but it has been subjected to a scientific and pedagogical study which will allow the student to easily learn this language. The first lesson is devoid of text. It is a set of photographs to become familiar with this language because the student does not yet know how to read, but he will have to express himself by seeing these photos and relying on his already required little knowledge of the language. As for the students' parents, they are very satisfied with the introduction of English in the primary cycle. The child assimilates all the languages from early age. Once he's an adult, he will have difficulty in learning. Children's brains learn faster. The decision taken by the President of the Republic to teach English to third-year primary school pupils is a good thing. The President of the Republic has done something very good by introducing English to primary school pupils. According to the officials, all the conditions are met for the delivery of this educational tool to all the provinces of the country.
In higher education, Thursday was the final day for registrations for new students. Human and material resources were deployed to assure the well conduct of the registration operation in the four corners of the country. As a reminder, the new higher education academic year starts the upcoming 17th of September. The Minister of Communication, Mohamed Bouslimani, has proceeded Thursday to the installation of Nadia Kerraz as the head of the daily French-speaking newspaper Horizon. In a statement on the occasion, the minister affirmed that this nomination comes as part of ordinary changes at the head of different media, wishing to give a breath of fresh air to the newspaper for our press to be strong, professional, and responsible. Within the framework of the support operation to the bordering regions and in preparation of the new academic year, aid for the province Borj Beji Mukhtar arrived Thursday. It was already transported with the participation of the National People's Army from the military airport of Bufarik for the benefit of the victims of the last floods that have touched the region. The aid is composed of 2,400 school bags, hundreds of tents, bedding, medical equipment, as well as basic foodstuffs. Other caravans will be sent to the same region from the Algerian Red Crescent in the upcoming days. Queen Elizabeth II has passed away Thursday afternoon, aged 96, at her Scottish Balmoral Castle with her family by her side, including her son and successor Prince Charles. An announcement met with great sadness at the United Kingdom and the world. The Arab Sahrawi Democratic Republic called the organizers of the Africa Eco Race 2022 to not violate the international legality by crossing the Sahrawi territory in cooperation with the Moroccan occupier, holding them accountable for the results that can take place. Education professionals in Morocco continue to denounce the high living costs and the degradation of their social and professional conditions during several protests. Manal Ammari.
Moroccans will not slow down. They continue to take to the streets during daily organized protests in various sectors of activity to express the people's anger with the Makhzen regime's injustice. On the eve of a new school year, contractual teachers threaten to go on strike and paralyze the sector if their demands are not met. And the National Coordination of Contractual Teachers intends to continue its protest program to denounce the abusive lawsuits against 50 colleagues. Several meetings are scheduled to close the ranks through continuous protests, the first of which took place on the 4th of the current month, while others are planned for the 11th and 18th of September to discuss the outcome of their struggle in the upcoming months. The coordination also confirmed the organization of several sit-ins on September 14th at schools during break time, simultaneously with the trial of the 5th group of teachers before the Court of First Instance in Rabat for participating in protests last March. We took to the streets to defend the rights of the oppressed people, those who can't pay for their children's education at private schools. That is why we're fervently defending public schools. But sadly, the people were made to believe that teachers are the enemy, even though we've been demonstrating for a week to defend their children's rights. Yet we got kicked and humiliated. I am urging the people to grab a book and get educated on their country's current situation. Workers in the transportation, tourism, health and agriculture industries also resorted to strikes as a means to express the general anger against social injustices suffered on a daily basis, namely precarious housing, lack of drinking water, drought and the scarcity and increase in the prices of highly consumed products. Terrible life conditions that led Moroccans to protest on a daily basis for the desired change.
That was it for our news program. Thank you for watching and congratulations again to the Young Desert Warriors for the win. Good night.